Okay guys, welcome back to the second edition of Coffee with Coach. Once again, I have a few announcements for you guys. We have a free community workout the last weekend in April. Make sure that you invite your friends. If you haven't gotten an invite on Facebook yet, check it out. I think I posted it on both the group pages. Should be easy to find and share if you have a couple friends that just want to come try out a fun workout on a Sunday. That and just another reminder of our Refer a Friend challenge going on right now. If you have a friend that you think would be a good fit for our gym, or that you think we could help out or help with whatever they're trying to work on in their fitness journey, please refer them to us. So, topic for the day: sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. This is a really cool concept that CrossFit holds dear. Everyone that does their level 1 learns about the sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. And it's a really cool concept. It basically says that there's a spectrum of health, right? And either we are at the high end of that health spectrum or at the low end of that health spectrum. And what it says is that the closer we are to fitness, the healthier we are, and the closer we are to sickness, the less healthy we are because we're sick. So what that looks like is something like this. So as you can see, we have one end, that's sickness. We have somewhere in the middle, which is wellness. So basically what that would be is like your average healthy person. Their blood pressure is fine. Their body fat falls within acceptable limits. Their bone density is okay. Their triglycerides are okay. Their good and bad cholesterol is okay. Their flexibility is enough. And their muscle mass is enough. So that's basically wellness. So basically good enough to not be having current problems. The problem with only focusing on wellness, though, and never wanting to exceed wellness, is that when tough times occur, like let's say you get into a car accident or you have a bad fall, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. You wind up getting knocked down somewhere a lot closer to sickness. Whereas most people who are fitter are not just going to have good enough blood pressure, they're going to have pretty low blood pressure. It's going to be well within the acceptable range, if not stellar. Same thing with body fat. They're going to tend to have lower body fat. Their bone density is going to tend to be higher. They're going to have better numbers with their triglycerides and their cholesterol. Their flexibility is going to be better. Their muscle mass is going to be better. So then you have all those things that we talked about last week with the fitness spectrum, right? Or what is fitness? They have that capacity that someone who maybe is just focused on wellness, so getting on a treadmill a few times a week, they have all the things that that person has and more. So when that person has that rough turn of events, they get in a car accident or their health takes a turn for the worse, they don't have as big of a buffer. Or, sorry, let me rewind that. The person who is fit has a much larger buffer between them and sickness, right? So they're probably going to recover a lot more quickly than the person who is just well, or certainly going to be able to recover more quickly and experience sickness less frequently than someone who is living a sedentary lifestyle and is not being very healthy with the food choices that they make, etc. So it's just a kind of a cool concept to wrap your head around when you're in the gym. Sometimes it's easy to get really focused on the superficial things and forget that the primary purpose of us being active and fit, especially in this time, is to be healthy, right? And to give ourselves that buffer to live a better life for our entire life. And I'm just going to use a little analogy I like to give people, or like a concept I like to really ram home, is my goal for everyone that I coach is for them to be able to poop on their own when they're 90. And that seems like a really maybe vulgar thing, but that's really important. Once you lose that capacity to do things for yourself, health tends to go downhill very rapidly. So the more of these important fitness principles we maintain, the better we'll do with the rest of our life. Anyways, guys, that's your little knowledge nugget for today. Hope you enjoyed this edition